PTA, you are here with us tonight.
My apologies.
I would also
forgot to set the recording so that we could have this for people that were not able to make it. If you don't want your video on, you can turn it off.
I would also like to recognize the past president and district presidents from our district PTA that are in attendance tonight. Can you please wave? Sharon Whitworth, past president, past district president, 1987 through 89, and past state president, 1993 through 96. Paula Wolf, past president, district president, 2005 through 2007. Sherry Damar, past president, 2011 through 13, and state president. Autumn Nigel, past president, 2016 through 2018. With the members of my board, please wave your hand. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to our PTA. It has been a team effort, and we would not have accomplished as much without everyone's help this year. We are very fortunate to have some of our school board members with us tonight who truly believe in PTA. Would you please wave your hand, Diane Porter, who will bring greetings in just a minute. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Okay. Would JCPS administrators, their staff, and principals who are with us today, please wave your hand. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule and attending our virtual event tonight. And thank you for your support of all the parents of PTA, PTSAs in Jefferson County. Would all local PTA presidents and their members please wave your hand? You are the backbone of our schools. We truly care about all students and work hard to make all of them a success. So we have greetings. So we have Diane Porter, Chair of the Jefferson County Board of Education. And would she please bring greetings with us, Miss Diane Porter? She's on mute.
Diane, you're muted.
Muted again, so you just missed all the great things I was going to say. Muted me. Shame on you. Am I unmuted?
You are.
Yes,
unmuted.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you. This is fun. That's all I got to say. All righty. Again, a couple of quotes from Maya Angelou. The first one I will start with is thank you. Always say thank you, because it's the greatest gift you can give to someone, and there is nothing any greater that you can say. So I am going to say thank you multiple times this evening. And the other thing that I want to say before I say thank you again is that I think a hero, this is from Maya Angelou, is a person really intent on making this a better place for all people. The PTA, you are all heroes because you show up to do the best for our students all the time. It does not matter whether school is in session or out of session, or whether we are away from the building or not. So thank you. This has been a very unusual time for us. Thank you for all that you have done. So I have said thank you multiple times. If I had a gift to give you tonight, which I can't do virtually, I'm going to show you these. These are your roses from me to you virtually. Thank you for all that you have done. And for the guys that are turning up their nose going, why is she giving me roses? Here's your cookies for all that you have done. So it's my honor to serve on the Jefferson County Board of Education. And it is my honor always to be here with you. So thank you very much. And that concludes my remarks. Thank you again.
Thank you, Ms. Diane. We love you and all the support that you give us. We will have a token sent to you at the next board meeting for all the things that you do for us for PTA. Our next guest to bring greetings is Dr. Polio, our Superintendent of Jefferson County Public Schools. Dr. Polio.
Thank you very much. And please, I'm outside right now in my house. I have dogs barking, and a daughter talking, and wife is in there walking around. So I decided I'd come out on the front deck. So if you hear a dog or birds or kids playing, you know why that is. So anyway, first of all, I just want to say thank you very much, as Ms. Porter did, to the 15th District PTA. Although we're not in person, this is definitely one, always has been one of my favorite events of the year, as it kind of starts the end of the year celebration, and it recognizes the unsung heroes of our school. Those parents, teachers, the PTSA folks who come together to support our kids in such a great way. And so I do miss being in person with you. I can't wait until next year when we are back doing this in person again, which I'm confident a year from now we will be in person again, celebrating together, even though we've missed 2 of these in person. It is nice to see everybody and be able to celebrate with everybody. I want to congratulate the scholarship winners. I want to congratulate the officers of the PTSA and thank you for your service to our school district. I can't say how important you all are enough to the success of the culture of schools and supporting children across this district. And I will, once again, all of those award winners tonight and those PTAs that are recognized, congratulations, and thank you for all of your work. A couple things I will say, and a challenge I will put out is, as we go into next year, 21-22, having all deck for our kids and working extremely hard to support kids as they come back into our schools will be the most important thing we can do for the entire school year and beyond. And we need great PTSAs in every single school in JCPS, with everyone working together to support our kids. And PTA has done a great job over the prior years and throughout this year in the pandemic supporting our children, but it's even going to be more important next year. So, you know, let's put a challenge to ourselves to be greater than we've ever been as we come back to school next year to support the children who will need all of us so much, to really support them as we get back into everyday school starting next year. I know everyone will step up. I look forward to that challenge. And without a doubt, I look forward to 21-22 in working together with the 15th District PTA to support the children of JCPS. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all of our winners tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Polio. A token will be sent to you at the next board meeting as well. Our last guest, but not least, of course, one of our favorite ladies in PTA is Kathy Smiley, Kentucky PTA President. Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm Kathy Smiley, Kentucky PTA President. This year, we have faced many challenges for all of us, and not what any of us expected. Hopefully, you'll find the resources that Kentucky PTA and National PTA provide as beneficial during this unique time, especially National PTA's information on growing membership virtually, family engagement during a pandemic, and at-home PTA programs. Over this past year, we were transported back in time to the first 30 years of PTA and remind us we did not need to be in a school building to advocate and do amazing and meaningful things for our students and children. With its ups and downs, help us all realign the focus back to advocating and meeting our families where they are, instead of expecting everyone to come into the building. A great example of that is the 15 District Pta Cap Program, which is a partnership between PTA and JCPS. This year, with all their challenges, they were able to serve 729 families with no in-person contact. That is 1,331 JCPS students who received new or generally used clothing and 966 students who received new shoes. As we re-enter the building, I hope we all can bring with us the knowledge we gained this year and keep that focus. We have watched and cheered as each of you faced a challenging time and was able to fulfill the PTA mission to make every child potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. Kentucky PTA want to thank you for everything you have done for your students and families within Jefferson County. We also want to applaud you on being flexible enough to think outside the box without a box. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. And a token will be sent to you at the state PTA office.
Thank you.
As I stated earlier, the award celebration is considered our last general meeting of the year. We do have a quorum. I will now appoint a committee to audit the minutes of this awards presentation and the Reflections Award ceremony. The committee members are Bobby Joe, Carla, and Autumn. A financial review committee also needs to be appointed. Those committee members are Rhea Chandler, Gabe Tilley, and Bobby Joe. The treasurer's report is available via email and a screenshot on this presentation. Please put your email address in the chat box if you would like to receive a copy to review. If there are any questions, please contact our treasurer, Elizabeth Hammer. This report will be filed for audit. We will now have a report from the nominating committee chairman, Bobby Joe Kingery. Bobby Joe?
Good evening, everyone. The nominating committee consisted of Robin Weiss, Gabe Tilley, Autumn Nagel, and myself. Then the committee is bringing forth this slate for officers for the 2021-2023 school years. President-elect Carla Robinson. First Vice President, Jim Cabral. Second Vice President, Tyron Bell. Third Vice President, Sharon Seideth. Fourth Vice President, Octavius Cox. Fifth Vice President, Bobby Joe Kingery. Sixth Vice President, Rhea Chandler. Seventh Vice President, Catherine Lynn. Secretary, Karonda Tompkins. And Treasurer, Elizabeth Hammer.
Thank you, nominating committee, for your hard work. As stated in our bylaws, to run from the floor, you must have given 30 days notice to do so. We did not have anyone to come forward. So all in favor of the following: President-elect Carla Robinson, First Vice President Jim Cabral, Second Vice President Tyron Bell, Third Vice President Sharon Seideth, Fourth Vice President Octavius Cox, Fifth Vice President Bobby Joe Kingery, Sixth Vice President Rhea Chandler, Seventh Vice President Catherine Lynn, Secretary Karonda Tompkins, Treasurer Elizabeth Hammer. Please raise your hand visually or with the icon. All those opposed, please raise their hand virtually or with an icon. Thank you and congratulations to the incoming 15th District PTA Board. We will now have the installation of our new officers. Autumn, past 15th District President, please. President will be doing the installation. A picture of each new officer is available on the screen. Autumn.
You're muted, Autumn.
Sorry about that. See, Diane, you're not the only one that starts talking when you're muted. So once more, I would like to present the new officers for 2021-2023. We'll be installing Sienna Newman as president, Carla Robinson as president-elect, Jim Cabral as first vice president, Tyron Bell as second vice president, Shannon, is it Shannon or Sharon? I know she's on here somewhere.
It's Shannon.
Yeah, I thought so. We said Sharon a minute ago. I wanted to make sure we have the right name.
Sorry.
As the third vice president, Octavius Cox as fourth vice president, Bobby Joe Kingery as fifth vice president, Rhea Chandler as sixth vice president, Catherine Lynn as seventh vice president, and Chronodic Tompkins as secretary, and Elizabeth Hammer as treasurer. Oh, sorry, I have too many things on my screen. I apologize. I can't find my script now. Give me 1 second. My apologies. Okay. All right. So the willingness of all of these individuals, not only to be nominated, but to be elected into an office on 15 District PTA, presents their significance to be a partner with our children and the youth in our district. It will be their responsibility not only to lead the 15th District PTA during the next 2 years, but to create an atmosphere where we all can grow together. As you know, National PTA is over 120 years old. And in 2020, it marked the 50th anniversary of the integration of the National Congress of Parents and Teachers with the National Congress of Colored Parents and Teachers, which makes up what is today known as the National PTA. 15 District PTA was chartered in 1975, making it 46 years old this year. During those 46 years, the members of this district have been working toward the overall PTA mission, which is to make every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. And that's very important, every single child. And we all know there are two different types of people. There are givers and there are takers. Takers are most concerned in what is it in it for me? They look out for number one. Givers, they know the more you give, the more life gives you back. We are making a living with what we get, but we make a life by what we give. The highest reward to our efforts is what we get out of, but what we get because of it. These officers are consistently giving their time, energy, and talent. Thank you for the work you have already done, but thank you for so much more for the work you will be doing in the coming years. Each officer will receive a bouquet of wildflowers when they meet in June. These wildflowers represent the qualities that you will need as leaders and the qualities this board will represent to our district. Dahlias represent diversity. Daffodils, they represent new beginnings. Snapdragons represent strength. Sunflowers represent longevity. Astromelia represents friendships. Bolivia, my apologies, some of these flowers have really hard names, represents enthusiasm, and we all need that. Hyacinths represents consistency. Gladiolus represent strength of character. Persimmons represent courage. Phlox represent cooperation, and crocus represent joy. These are all qualities that you need as a board, not only for yourselves, but for this entire district. I would now ask all incoming officers if you would please unmute your mic.
Think you'll be gone.
Okay, I think we've got everyone on mute now. Will each of you fulfill these duties for your office to the best of your ability? If so, please answer, I will.
I will.
I will.
I will.
Yay! I now declare you duly installed officers of the 15th District PTA. Go forward, have fun, enjoy the time, and advocate for our students. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
I'd like to congratulate you as well. I would lastly like to recognize the Clothing Assistance Program, CAP. It is a wonderful program that is supported by our local PTAs, our community, and JCPS. In the past, many of you have volunteered and donated to this program. This
Hey, Mom.
year,
You want to come over?
this year, we could not have our PTAs volunteer to help due to the pandemic. We did have a dedicated group of volunteers who did an amazing job making sure our families were well taken care of. CAP has also been able to partner with some wonderful companies that are helping our students. Keen Footwear, Hannah Anderson, Brown Foreman, Untitled, and Bombas are a few companies who have stepped up. These corporate donations have really helped us focus on the needs of our students. For example, is it Keen's Footwear? Is that right? Keen's Footwear donated shoes to CAP. CAP was then able to provide 60 brand new pairs of steel toes work boots to Faribault High School Heavy Equipment Science Program and Iroquois High School Build Academy. Proper footwear is essential to protect these students as they learn in these academics. This is just one example of the wonderful work CAP does. Please join me in thanking Justin Willis and the core volunteers of CAP, Amy Wynn, Julie Waterman, Cindy Watson, Ann Stein, and Barbara Fisher. Thanks for all you do to help our kids. This concludes the business portion. I call this meeting adjourned at 6:58, and now we'll move into our scholarship and school recognitions. I would now like Gabe Tilley, 15th District PTA Scholarship Committee Chairman, to introduce our 2020-2021 scholarship recipients. As Gabe announces each of our recipients, you will see their photo on the screen. Gabe?
Hello all, and good evening tonight. Even in this unusual school year, with the 15th District PTA was able to award 17 students with scholarships. Those students represent 8 of our high schools in JCPS. So the top award, the Jane Boyer Scholarship, in the amount of $2,000 has been awarded to Grace Banta from PRP High School. The June Key Scholarship, in the amount of $1,500, has been awarded to Dalen Douglas, Louisville Male High School. The Ty Scroggins Memorial Scholarship, in the amount of $1,000, has been awarded to Kimberly Raver, PRP High School. And then the Evangeline J. Sansom Scholarship, all in the amount of $1,000, have been awarded as following: Christian Beckley, Louisville Male High School; Catherine Bollinger, Ballard High School; Anaya Brown Coleman, Western High School; Richard Chandler, Wagner High School; Sierra Collins, Louisville Male High School; Yvonne Downing, Louisville Male High School; Jackson Gross, Louisville Male High School; Garrett Neisler, Butler Traditional High School; Kennedy Nifley, Louisville Male High School; Sarah Miller, PRP High School; Daniel Peterson, Louisville Male High School; Eric Schneider, Fern Creek High School; Malia Spalding, DuPont Manual High School; Omarion Wilson, Southern High School.
Thank you, Gabe, and your hard work in pulling that together for us this year. With this year being unprecedented, the 15th District suspended all individual awards for the 2020-21 school year. We wanted to make sure that all of our PTAs were recognized for their hard work and amazing accomplishments for the children in our district. Whether it was virtual meetings, drive-through events, or socially distanced recognitions, our PTAs, PTSAs found ways to empower our families and engage with our students. So please enjoy the slideshow of each of our schools. Also take note on each of the individual school slides, there are membership accomplishments noted.
Autumn, the music's not playing.
Yeah, I was talking to say, the music's not playing. If you'll give us 1 second. That way you're not staring at some slides. Just go back over.
One voice, one voice, one voice, one voice, one voice, one voice.
Autumn, you muted yourself. The sound went off.
Songs for everybody across the USA. If you want to see a change, hop on board this train and help us make a difference today. This song's for all the parents who believe in the PTA. All across this land, every woman and man, making our schools a better place. Every time one voice across America makes some noise for the future generation who one day lead this nation to a kinder world, a safer place. Who won't fall down and dreams are made for children's future. We have a choice with a PTA. Every child, one voice. This song's for all the teachers, the heroes who are underpaid. Your amazing devotion sets the wheels in motion in the minds of our children each day. This song is for the child whose back's against the wall. So bullies beware, we're gonna stop the nightmare and put an end to this once and for all. Every child, one voice across America, make some noise for the future generation who one day lead this nation to a kinder world, a safer place. Who won't fall down and dreams are made for children's future. We have a choice with a PTA. Every child, one voice. Every child deserves to succeed on a global stage. They will compete. We can help them go the distance. Will you help us make a difference? Every child, one voice across America, make some noise for the future generation who one day lead this nation to a kinder world, a safer place. Who won't fall down and dream away for our children's future. We have a choice with a PTA. Every child, one voice. Every child, one voice.
I'm sorry, guys, we lost the music. When we tried this before the meeting, it didn't stop.
While I was flipping through though, you can see some amazing ideas for the year that all of our schools managed to pull together in, as we said, these crazy times. This slideshow will be available on YouTube afterwards, so that way everybody take the time and look through each of these and get good ideas for your schools as well.
One voice. One voice. One voice. One voice. One voice. One voice. This song's for everybody across the USA. If you want to see a change, hop on board this train and help us make a difference today. This song's for all the parents who believe in the PTA. All across this land, every woman and man, making our schools a better place. Every time one voice across America makes some noise for the future generation who one day lead this nation to a kinder world, a safer place. Who won't fall down and dreams are made for our children's future. We have a choice with a PTA. Every child, one voice. This song's for all the teachers, the heroes who are underpaid. Your amazing devotion sets the wheels in motion in the minds of our children each day. This song is for the child whose back's against the wall. So bullies beware, gonna stop the nightmare and put an end to this once and for all. Every child, one voice across America, make some noise for the future generation who one day lead this nation to a kinder world, a safer place. Who won't fall down and dreams are made for our children's future. We have a choice with a PTA.
It was a great job for all those that worked hard on putting together that slideshow. It was amazing. I want to take the time to thank everyone for coming to the 15th District PTA Awards event tonight and giving us part of your day. I also want to take a moment to thank the 15th District PTA Awards Committee for making tonight possible. Did a great job. We know that tonight's event looks different than in the past, but it is one of the more important events that we will put on this year. Tonight we celebrate all of you. This past year has been scary, challenging, and yes, at times frustrating to all of us. However, you all have exceeded any expectation that could have been set. In March of last year, none of us knew how to PTA in a pandemic as we all scrambled to realign what we considered to be normal. Since then, we have watched as the PTAs across the 15th District rose to every challenging moment put in front of them. We saw the advocacy that went on this year, the drive-by events, and the notes of encouragements to students and staff of JCPS. As we slowly return to normal, I hope you never forget what you accomplished this year. You PTA'd through a pandemic, and that is no small task. Take pride in that. As I close out tonight, I want to take a moment of personal privilege. I started my PTA journey when my mom was president at Wilkerson Elementary. From there, my mom followed me to middle and high school at PRP. She was also the 15th District PTA president. By then, I was hooked on PTA. I owe all my love and dedication to my mom. If there were ever a PTA dedicated leader, it was my mom, Barbara Squires. I know she would have been proud. I want to close by congratulating the upcoming 15th District PTA board members. I'm sure they will do a great job and lead you guys in the next 2 years. And I want to thank my board for all they've done for the past 2 years. I also want to personally thank 3 special women. Without their help, I would have never made it through the past 2 years. Autumn, Jenna Jennings, and Sharon Whitworth for their endless support and help. I'm very grateful and humbled to have had the chance to serve as your 15th District PTA president. Thank you.
Hello and good evening. I'm Sienna Newman, your incoming president for the 15th District PTA. I want to introduce myself and talk momentarily about our upcoming plans for the next couple of years for the District PTA. First, a little bit about me. I'm a mom of 3 boys, a freshman in high school, and twins who are in 6th grade, all in JCPS schools. I'm also married to a JCPS principal, so you can tell we are big supporters of JCPS, and we stay pretty busy. I'm also a proud product of JCPS. I graduated from Louisville Male High School and then went on to obtain my bachelor's and post-secondary degrees in prosthetics and orthotics. I'm currently a policy and medical review director for a contractor for Medicare. I began my volunteer work with the PTA 9 years ago when my oldest started elementary school. I'm a big believer that our children engage in education when their parents or guardians are involved. So my way to get involved was through the PTA. I'm so very excited to serve as your district president for the next 2 years. While I know this past year has been extremely hard for our district PTAs, and there's a lot of work to do moving forward, we have an amazing group of people ready to serve and truly help shape the future of our 15th district. My goal for the next 2 years is to help focus the 15th District PTA on enhancing the true mission of what PTA is, of making every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. In the past year, many families have seen hardships brought to light through the pandemic and unrest in our community. The goal of the 15th District will be to broaden our commitment to every child's success through collaboration, accountability, and communication. By collaborating within the PTA, our goal is to help build strong local PTA units. Our newly installed officers are ready to work hard and help every PTA officer and school principal have the resources to manage and grow their local units through family engagement. Additionally, we will collaborate with each school and local partners in the community to help build a better understanding of what every student's needs are. We will stand strong in the mission of PTA by engaging parents, teachers, students, education administrators, and community members. For us to achieve our goals, we must have accountability for the outcomes of our students. I will be relentless in strengthening our collective voice in order to be strong advocates for all children of our district. In the upcoming 2 years, the goal will be strengthen our dedication and passion to advocate for all children and their right to receive a quality education, no matter their demographics, ethnicity, or household income. Together, we will collectively influence the decisions that affect children, not only in each school, but also throughout our district and within our state and across the nation. Communication is essential for the success of our mission. We will work to ensure each local unit knows that the resources, programs, scholarship opportunities, and family engagement opportunities that are available that will not only help each school, but will also help bring our entire district together. I hope all of you here today are ready to help support us in our mission. And again, I look forward to an amazing 2 years of growth for the 15th District PTA. But again, these tasks cannot be accomplished by only a few of us. So I encourage you to get involved at your local school or to reach out to me and get involved in the 15th District if you have a little extra time to share. So let's get to work and help support our children and advocate for their future. I look forward to working with each of you over the years to come. Thank you and have a great evening.
A couple of reminders and save the dates. The National PTA Convention will be virtual this year again. It is scheduled for June 17th through the 26th. Registration is open and the first 500 to register will receive a goodie bag. The Kentucky PTA Convention will be virtual this year as well. It is scheduled for July 13th through July 17th. For every 2 members of your PTA sends to the convention, your PTA will get a chance to win a $50 gift card. Registration is open. Please remember to complete your 2021-22 officer contact forms so that our new vice presidents can get in contact with everyone and start working towards an amazing opening for the next school year. Those are available on the website and the link is in the chat box. I would like to thank the board members who helped make this program successful tonight. Let's give them a hand. I would also like to thank our special guest tonight, Dr. Polio, and Board Chair Diane Porter, and Kentucky PTA President Kathy Smiley. Thank you again to everyone in attendance tonight. Please enjoy the rest of your evening and have a safe and fun-filled summer. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Y'all can mute and say goodbye. Woohoo!
Thank you. Bye.
Awesome job.
Bye, bye. Great slideshow. That was fantastic.
I love some of the ideas. They were cool.
Yeah, yeah. Who knew there was so many cool things out there? We don't get to see them. We don't get to see every school, so it's great to see.
Yay, new board members. All right, I'm gonna upload this, start the download. It takes a while.
Go ahead and shut it off and send everybody off. And thank you very much.
Nice job. Yay. Sorry, I kept missing the slides there. Stop.